Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Hello, people. I'm one of the people. Let's hang out. Okay, so I just want to put this track down real quick because I'm hanging out with my man Scott. Whoa, let's white balance this real quick, man. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I'm hanging out with my man Scott right now, and he's talking about reproduction, and how there's certain entities and the way that people think is causing them to not want to reproduce. Example, he claims that he read an article or something like that that's saying that there's this AI called Dan that's in Chat GPT, and the women are hanging out with Dan, right? And then they're actually having feelings, or feelings are starting to develop for the artificial intelligence called Dan because they're able to talk with Dan, okay? So now if you fast forward this a bit and then you think about all of the entities that are surrounding the people coming in from the screen, and then what is it telling them? It's telling them that the world is going to end. It's telling them that, people are evil because of what they look like or how they may speak, right? It's telling them not to reproduce, right? The children don't know what a boy or a girl is now. The children don't know who the people come from, right? So now the children are no longer wanting to grow up to reproduce, and it's causing the population to go down, okay? So back in the day, I was upset with this because I was seeing it, and I was seeing it happen, and I was just getting angry, and I was like, man, this sucks, man. They can't be doing this. They can't be doing this. But I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because, everything is under God's jurisdiction, and God is allowing this to happen for very specific reasons. Okay. So when you read the Bible, God was wiping out entities left and right. Like, when he flooded the world because the world was full of depravity and degeneracy because people weren't walking with God, right? I sort of kind of see the same things happening right now, is that the people that are going to reproduce are going to be the ones that follow God's word, okay? Because they're going to know everything is cool, all right? The people that are not going to want to produce are going to be the ones that don't follow God's rule, and in the end, they're just going to cut themselves off, okay? So the alphabet people are no longer going to be able to reproduce, right? Because they can't, because it's just impossible biologically for them to reproduce, right? So now when you see this happening, the people that are afraid that the world is going to end, they're not going to reproduce because they're afraid of everything, right? So their line, their generation, it's just going to get wiped out, right? So I'm cool. I'm so cool with the way that the world is right now. I'm not afraid of anything, man. I just walk with God, and I hang out with God, and I hang out in the Holy Bible, King James Version. That's what's up. And then I listen to the men and then the women talk on the screen, and then they're shook, right? And yeah, it's sad that it's happening, and it's sad that it had to come down to this, but how else are you gonna weed the garden, man? You got to weed the garden, man. And that's what's happening right now. And God is doing it. He's doing it in such a simple way that the people can't even see it, man. Everybody gets to choose. It's either sin, death, end, or right life eternal, man. It's on you for you to choose, man. All right, that's it. I just wanted to put that thought down, man, because, my man Scott set me off when he was talking about how the women are having relationships with artificial intelligence now. And then that's going to happen with the guys, too. The men are going to have relationships with artificial intelligence, and those men and those women that have relationships with artificial intelligence that listen to that whisper and listen to that hiss, they're going to get cut off, man. They're not going to reproduce, and then their timeline is just going to get shut off, man. All right, that's it. I'm going to put this together. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to see how it flows. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.
Oh, sinner man, tell me where you gonna run to? Where you gonna run to?